Okay, so it's just a pretty basic. I think everybody knows how to do that. It's more now for summer, I would say, and
live bait, dead bait?
Up the north coast.
Is this live bait or dead bait?
Live bait.
Live bait, okay.
And generally we're getting small live baits now. You're not getting a big mackerel that you can stick 2 trebles in. Mm-hmm. So for little mozzies, and two of my favorite baits is cigar mackerel.
What is a cigar mackerel like?
It's like a mozzie cross mackerel.
Long, thin.
It's quite thin, and they've got a flipping lot of life. They're hardy things.
Like faint, very faint stripes on them almost. When I say faint, it's like
darkish on the back.
Yeah.
There might be another name for it, but it's like a dark green back and silver underneath. Got a little funny round mouth, but that thing's, they just don't die, and they're so active. So
forever.
I think they make quite a racket underwater that they bring the fish in.
Okay.
So those are good, and then something that a lot of guys don't really use, I think, is live red eyes. Because
they're hard to keep them alive.
They're hard to keep alive. So most folks chuck them in the hatch and they shake all their scales off and die. So if you're lucky enough and you've got a couple mozzies and some mackerel, and you come across some red eyes, flip and get those, and then I've got some small traces like this, which you use on your on the mozzies as well.
Okay.
But they're soft like sard, so you can't really put a treble into them because it kills them, or it pulls out.
Yeah, the hook
they
comes out
flick
quickly.
it out because they're so shaky. So I take that, put it through, put that through the nose sideways, and then I take I've got these little see-through elastic bands.
Oh, so that's like my daughter's hairbands.
They are exactly that.
I'm going to raid them, daughter's hairband.
Slicked some from the Lati. So, instead of putting this into the fish,
you just put the elastic
stick it over the tail and over the elastic. And obviously because the fish tapers or gets wider, it doesn't slide up and it can't come off. So, you're not having your fish swimming around and your trebles hanging underneath it.
You're talking about with red eyes specifically?
With red eyes, yeah. Other fish then I'll pin it through.
Yeah.
And you can find your red eyes will stay alive for an hour or whatever.
That long? You smart them up?
No, they stay alive.
I suppose you're not putting the other hook in them, so you're not hurting them too much.
I mean, if you catch one and pin it on a circle straight away, they last ages.
So the trick is you're not pinning him with the back hook.
Don't stick it in.
Using the elastic.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it works, eh?
And that's your live bait trace.
It's a live trace. I just brought that because you can add them on. So wherever your mouth of your fish is, I try and work it just in front of there.
So you'll put that on with a live bait?
Yeah. Not always, but it's something to mix up. Like if something's not working, then
it's a change.
So obviously your little downrigger elastics. I just take one of those and snap it, and you can tie it. You just tie it on here, and then you can slide this down.
Oh, so you won't cut this off and slide them on?
No,
you'll hold it in place there.
No, I'll have one or two of these with this on, just in my tackle. And then I just tie elastic on and set it so that it doesn't.
So it doesn't slide back too much.
You tie a little elastic.
Okay, so you're using the elastic to stop that, to hold it in a specific spot.
Yeah. Because you don't want it.
I was going to say, because if you put it on that live bait's nose, often
more often than not it'll
die because of the.
Yeah. It smothers it.
There we go. So there's a sneaky trick, mate.
So that's
Put your dust on with that elastic away from the live bait's mouth.
So I've actually got my first wahoo.
Brockett 2.397.
I got my first wahoo on that exact.
On a live red eye.
Yeah. It wasn't a red eye. It was a mozzie.
Really?
Yeah.
There's not many oaks. Wahoo.
At Vardel, paddling down to the wrecks. I know the wahoo hang around there.
Yeah, there's wrecks on the outside.
Yeah.
But the current get really strong.
It does. just picked a day when it was pretty doable though. I knew I could paddle back in and then back up the coast. Yeah, so halfway down there, I just heard this like splash, and then it was just gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke.
Landed it, yeah. So
that's
so special. That was that exact, and it actually had hooked it on that little hook. When I got it back, that was hanging out the knife. This was stuck in it. So, bit of luck involved, eh?
Oh, but that's fishing, eh?
Yeah.
Like I said to you, you can do everything perfectly and it didn't stick. And it can stick on the weirdest occasion.
Weird,
when you
yeah.
think, like, wow.
Sometimes it's like stuck in a dorsal.
And what number wire would you normally?
So it depends how clear it is. If you've got that inky blue and you've got 25 meters viz, then I'll scale down to this. I don't really go too light, but that's number 4 and number 5.
Okay.
Yeah. But generally, like at Vital, you get like a clean green.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to go with 5 and 6, like I would for sure, I guess.
Yeah, you don't go heavier than 6. Really.
No.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
I think also, I mean, we tried in Mozambique, we were getting bitten off a lot on number 6 wire and a live bait tracks. We tried to go heavier, it didn't work.
Yeah.
You didn't get a bite.
Didn't get the bite.
Because the live bait freaking there was no action on the live bait, it was too stiff, and the live bait couldn't. So it's like I say, it's a fine line between.
It is a fine line.
Is the wire.
You still want fish to have movement.
You still want the fish to be some kind of natural movement.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried all things this year at Zinkwazi. I didn't have a great season. I mean, I got fish, but not good ones. And I went with my normal setup, number 5 or 6 right through, so leader and bite trace.
No way, because you didn't have a bait swimmer on your wallet with a balloon
and a bloody propeller in front.
and the Reno Bass Fishing Warehouse propeller.
Yeah.
No, you see, you've got to try those.
I've got to go back to
square
the
one,
beginning,
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull out the best.
I'm going to steal this, okay? I'm going to steal this because I'm actually going to Cape Vital tomorrow. Don't tell anyone, okay?
Is there a spot in the car?
Yeah, you can come on.
Let's go.
So we're going to put I'm going to steal my daughter's hairbands tonight.
Yeah.
I hope I can get a red eye tomorrow. And then I'm going to use one of my
just make a couple sort of the right length.
Don't worry, I've got a whole box of those shorties, bro.
You want that obviously to sit in front of the tail, but between like 3/4 of the way down the fish.
There we go.
It does work.
No, it's definitely. I love the idea of the elastic, and I also like to say I love to be able to on a live bait if you're not getting the bite to put a. I mean, sometimes you can paddle for hours with the live bait trace and not get a bite. Like you say, I've got many traces like this. Now if I jam that with the elastic,
it just adds a little something. Sometimes sometimes you get there and there's so much bait.
Yes. Yeah.
And then like they just see another one swimming there. I think that just adds a little bit of something.
I fished in a spot called Quantum Kumbo once. There was just fields and fields and fields of live bait. And I was like, I didn't get a bite. I was like, there's just too much bait. But maybe something like
Try something different.
Yeah.
Put a pink duster or a bead or.
You've
got to have options.
Daughter's elastics. And
there we go, and radar, and hairdo.
So there we go, guys.
Sure.
Brockett's secrets. We're giving away some of Brockett's secrets, yeah. We're giving away Rayna's secrets,
I hope they help.
secrets, Brockett's secrets. So if we don't catch fish on that, I don't know.
Then I didn't tell you my real secrets.
There we go.